What is up, all my chosen ones? Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. Jazz Royce here, and I'm just going to give people some time to get into the show. We're going to be talking about Saitamask. The audit is complete, and what is going to be happening from this point on. So let me just wait for people to get up in here real quick. In the meantime, please hit the thumbs up. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Let's see what we got, man. Let's see what we got. We got Amon in the building. What's up with you, bro? Yeah, man, we got people in the hallway working and whatnot. So, you know, it's me trying to tune out what I'm hearing on the outside so I can concentrate better. Barry in the building. What's up with you, man? By Shurio for financial freedom. All right, man. We got people in here, man. Let's turn this camera on, man. What's going on with you guys, man? What's going on, man? How's everybody's holiday been? I hope everyone had a good day yesterday. You know me, I was just working that double shift yesterday, so I couldn't do a stream. But here we are, going down the list. Bruce, what's up with you? Malik in the building. What's up, Malik? How you doing, bro? We got Philip in here as well. All right, guys. So, yes, we know Saitamask was complete. Saitamask was complete. Well, I'm sure the app's been complete, but the audit's complete now. Russ did tweet out that they're gonna be running tests. They got to inject liquidity for the tokens and do all the little final stuff before they roll out the app. Like I said, guys, this is just the beginning, like you see in the title. So I'm not saying for you to expect a major pump as soon as Saitamask just comes out and we're gonna just blow past all-time highs. I personally don't see it going just that quick. I see it being a stepping stone because remember, guys, even with Lily Finance, you have to wait 2 days after Saitamask is out, and then you can be able to purchase. I see people have been buying Impact XP as well. That's another good token, man. That's a good token. I think I'm not holding it. I've been putting my money into Yeti coin this past week, and I'll explain why in a bit. Yeah, them double shifts. Yeah, man, all that extra is going right into these right back into these cryptos, bro. They're going right back in, man, just to keep up in my position. Yep. You can expect a little pump. Yeah, for sure, man. I think we could definitely, when the app rolls out, I can see us getting towards like I was saying before, the end of the 5 zeros touching back into the 6 zeros. I could see it happening realistically. Going into the new year. So, like I said, guys, not financial advice, but I hope you guys are loading up the bag because it's still semi cheap to load up more Saitama. Just remember, whatever you guys had in Saitama value at the first time we hit all-time highs, the idea is to make sure that you at least have, if you can't double that amount, at least have a lot more money than you previously did when we first hit all-time highs to have that prepared for the next pump. Now, when we break all-time highs, that's when I expect the FOMO to start kicking in from all the newcomers. That's when we can see us break into the 2s and the 6 zeros, then into the 3s, and maybe into the 4s, putting us at like a 10x from where we are right now. So 6 zeros and a 4, meaning that whatever money your Saitama is worth right now, just add a 0 beside that. And this is just me giving speculation. This is not financial advice. This is just me speaking my opinion of where I think this is going to happen. Possibly, mid-January going into February. That's what I could see happening with that. And hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully it's a lot quicker and bigger than that, TARP is another coin, guys. That's another coin, the totally rug pull coin. And I heard that coin's been performing really good. In fact, we're going to pull up other coins too, not just Saitama. So you guys can see other things that you want to dabble into while everything is cheap right now. Brian in the building. What's up, man? What's going on? Welcome back to the show. Yep, there you go, Philip. Non-financial advice and do your own research. So, guys, what I've been doing in the meantime, I've been getting into Yeti coin. So I was doing some research on Yeti coin because I like to have a big 3 of investments, So all these other coins are always going to come out, but they're more like temporary swing trades. But for the ones that I really like to keep in store, like for me, is obviously Saitama, then Klekai, and I think now my third one is Yeti coin, man. I only put $100 in initially, and then I saw that $100 start moving up. So then I'm like, okay, let me throw some profits into there from the Metaverse index, which was now totaling in about $400 invested into the coin. So I put $400 into the coin, and mind you, it's only it was a $2.5 million market cap at the time. I'll pull it up right now. Give me 1 second, and then I'll catch back up with the comments. But yeah, I put it at like a $2.5 million market cap. And literally, that was like a day and a half ago when I did that, right? I think it was actually, was it? No, it was yesterday. It was yesterday when I added the other $300 into that coin. And right now it's about to hit $600. So that's almost $200 of profit within about 24 hours for Yeti coin. Now, what sets Yeti coin apart is because these people, and for anybody that's into fitness, these are the people that, the first that I've heard, that are actually combining the aspect of fitness and staying in shape with earning cryptos all at the same time. So they have a thing called Move to Earn that they're working on with an app that they have coming out. And I assume it's going to consist of like specific fitness challenges and stuff like that to do. And as you're completing these certain fitness challenges and guidelines, they're paying you in crypto. So obviously, the better you perform, the more money you're going to make off of it. And sure, the coin is still young. So whatever money you'll be getting in Yeti coin might be chump change right now. But as this appreciates in value, it could be very worthwhile. Keep in mind, guys, the total supply of this coin is the exact same of Shiba coin. Keep that in mind. The exact same supply of Shiba coin, 1 quadrillion, and they already have imposed a burn mechanism. So it's naturally decreasing in supply, which you know what that means. It's going to be increasing in value. Something that Shiba is like, I don't even know if they're doing that yet, but Yeti's already ahead of the curve. So I had to put some money into there, guys. I mean, I'll show you guys the market cap right here. $3.7 million right now. So as you guys know, like I just said, I got it at $2.5 million. Now it's at $3.7 million. Saitama, for example, is just about to touch. It's getting close to that 3 billion market cap range again, right? So let's say this down the road was to hit 3 billion market cap. From here, let's see, a 10x would be 30 million. 100x would be like 300 million. So then that would be 1,000x to be in the 3 billion range. Come on now. That means that $400 at just a $3 billion market cap would easily be worth almost $500,000 if I hold long enough to see it get there. And this is going into the fitness realm, guys. Like, this, to me, this is unique of its kind. It's unique of its kind. Red Sox asked, do I plan to get Lily? Absolutely, my friend. I'm waiting on Lily just like everybody else. The thing that I've been wondering, and I think one of my subscribers reached out to me on Twitter to say, I think it was a motivation, that he saw that apparently you have to use Saitama in order to buy into Lily Finance. For me, I'm like, because you guys know, man, I'm really holding my Saitama tight. Any other coin except for Saitama and Klee, I'll trade around and throw into here and throw this into there, and I just swing trade all. I just swing trade all week long. That's what I be doing. But those two coins, I do not touch, man. So we'll see how it goes. Whatever it takes. I do predict for sure with Lily Finance, whoever gets into it on launch day, your money's gonna definitely run up, like for sure. At least the first 2 days of launch, you're gonna be moving up good in profits if you manage to be one of the first people whose transaction clears into investing in that project. Horse Soldier asked, could we hit 3 zeros and an 8 by end of 2022? Is that for? Let me know if that's for Saitama. If that's for Saitama, let me know. Cynthia, welcome to the show. She said, what up, Jazz? I recently got into Yeti Coin, Shibnobi, and Impact XP, ready for the run. So all 3 of those tokens, I think those are good. I think those are real good heavy hitters, man. I'm not going to lie. Those are heavy hitters. And I myself would have more money back into Shinobi and put into Impact if I just had the money to invest in all of that, but I don't. My funds are limited, so for me, I had to kind of pick more so what I felt catered towards my specific niche and what I'm looking to hold on to. Yeah, man, everyone's gonna buy Lily. Okay, you know what? Okay, so Abraham, you put a good perspective on that. So you do need Saitama to buy into Lily token. Okay. All right. You know what? I guess I could spare some Ethereum, swap it for Saitama, and then swap it for Lily. Is that me when I see that Saitama go up in my wallet? Like, oh man, I'm not gonna want to see that number go down. But I mean, logical wise, it is a smart move to use Saitama to get Lily, because obviously, what is that gonna mean? And for all the other tokens that are waiting to get vetted on the Saitamask app, that means all of those investors are gonna have to buy themselves big bags of Saitama just to be eligible to invest into some of these projects exclusively coming out on Saitamask. So at the end of the day, it's gonna circle right back to Saitama, and the value is just gonna keep going up, man. It's actually crazy to think about. And I also saw that they're planning on lowering the gas fees with Saitama. I don't know exactly what they have planned for it to work like that, but not on Saitama alone, but like on the Saitamask app. So they're trying to lower the Ethereum gas fees when you buy on their app versus when you buy on Uniswap and these regular exchanges. So these guys are they up to something. Let's see. I'm still catching up. Okay, Horse Soldier said Saitama. Okay, so by the end of 2022, 3 zeros. That's almost poking into 2 zeros. Now, I'll admit, I'm an optimistic fellow, but I could be a bit conservative as well. So, what I see with Saitama happening, and Barry made a good point. The hyper burn is coming. What I can see us doing by the end of 2022, and this is being, an optimistic speculation, I see us catching up to where Shiba is currently at right now. That's where I see us going. Now, we don't know what the hyper burn will consist of, like how much of Saitama they plan on burning at one shot and in different sequential motion. I could only hope it's a lot, because like the last stream when we pulled up that chart, even if we drop the supply down to 10 quadrillion, man, the price can increase dramatically. We're at 44 quadrillion right now, so we're not that far off. We started at 100 quadrillion, so we already burned a lot of tokens just within 6 months of existing. So I can see us touching Shiba Coin's price going into like this exact time by next year, man. Let's see. There's going to be massive burn on Saitama when FOMO kicks in. Yeah. Whoa. Now that would be a real smart play. If they're holding off until the FOMO begins, then they start to hyper burn. Because imagine what that's going to do for the market overall. Imagine the newcomers, they drop. Now, obviously, if they're waiting to get into Saitama after the FOMO begins, that means they're going to become like at least a couple $1,000s minimum just to get a decent position, at least a couple $1,000s to put in, 10 grand ideally. And that's if we're like in the 6 zeros and higher range and you want to see some good returns in a short amount of time. So imagine they do that, right? They're bringing their bags in, backing it up, buying Saitama once we're breaking all-time highs. Then they decide to just do a hyper burn right on the spot, no warning, no tweets to warn us about nothing. They just, boom, we just see the supply to start gushing down, and the price just starts running up the next couple of days following when those new investors buy in. What do you think those guys are going to do? They put 10 grand in, they blink, now it's at like 60, 70 grand like by the end of the week. They're going to put more money in. And what is that going to do for us early investors that are sitting here watching the day by day of Saitama growing? Man, we just going to be rolling in dough. Going to be slipping and sliding. we're going to be doing great, man. We're going to be doing great. So, Barry, that was a great reminder about the hyper burn. Let me go catch up real quick. I know I skipped Abraham's question. He said, what do I think gas fees will be like through Saitamask? Getting a big bag for Lily, but he's afraid to think what fees might be. Lily and Saitama will be the biggest bags. I'm going to be honest with you, man. From what we've been seeing of what they're trying to do with the gas fees, I don't think it'll be that bad in fees on Saitamask. I could be wrong, but from what Russ has been saying about it and his team, I don't think gas fees should be as big of a headache as it is right now once Saitamask comes out. Now, obviously, I'm sure they're not going to have it all 100% running perfectly tip-top shape like within the first couple days of launching. But, I give them about a good 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks, maybe even a month. And once they get the gas fees going, once they have an idea of how many people are actually using the platform, doing different exchanges for different tokens, and they have a good analysis of the average fees people have been paying and seeing whether we're complaining about it or whether we're cool with it, that'll then determine what they're going to do with the gas fees. That's what I think. Because I don't know how they're actually going to make the gas fees cheaper, but I mean, those guys are a lot smarter than me, man. I'm just a messenger. So I hope that answered your question, brother. Let's see. Philip said, good point. 3 zeros and a 1 by 2025, not 2022. And even that, guys, is fantastic. That right there is fantastic because if you look at here now, we're at 7 zeros, right? So we're at 7 zeros and we get up to 3 zeros by 2025, guys. That's not a 1,000x, guys. That's a 10,000x from whoever already is holding Saitama right now within the current price range that we're at, and whoever bought Saitama about like within the last month, last 2 months. That would be a 10,000x from your money. So for those that don't know how to calculate that on the spot, whatever your Saitama is worth right now, times that by 10,000, that is how much money you'll have at 3 zeros. And that is insane, man. Whoa, Philip shooting high. My man Philip said $1 in 10 years. You know what? I can't doubt that because with the hyper burn and all the different avenues they plan on tapping into, as of right now, $1 looks like downright impossible of the impossible. But who's to say what that's going to look like 3 years from now? It could actually be a clear and direct plan to make Saitama pass 1 penny and see if it can hit $1. Like we really don't know where it's going to go. So I can't even cast that out saying that's impossible. That'd be great. Trust me. That'd be beautiful. Trust me. Even though I might realistically cash out the whole bag if we pass like 1 cent. I'm going to be honest. Because that's more than enough money for me, man. I'll be honest with y'all. Let's see. Yes, that's right. The Dubai Expo. That is right. I'm not sure if it's still going on yet, but I did see when they posted on Twitter like how the expo should be looking. It looks so high tech. It looks like the future. Like it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Christine, welcome back to the show. I hope you're having a great night as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see. Barry said, no one can really predict the prices off market cap. And you are so correct. And guys, let me talk about what Barry just said. No one can really predict the price just off market cap because anything is possible in crypto. What does that mean? Okay, guys, right now, the overall value of the crypto space as we know it is about $2.38, $2.4 trillion. And that's every coin combined, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the altcoins, all the meme coins, all the coins we probably never even heard of and never will hear of. All of that added up is about $2.3 trillion, which is not even 3% of the overall supply of how much money is in like the stock market. In fact, I read an article saying that even the market of Forex is currently worth about $21 trillion. So imagine crypto is only 3% of the whole thing, only $2.3 trillion, not even 3%. So like what Barry said, we're still very young. For all we know, a coin hitting $1 trillion market cap in like a year and a half's time could be the new norm about 5 years from now or so, maybe even 3 years from now. We don't know, but it really could be possible. And if that's the case, I mean, these new coins coming out, even if they're pump and dumps, they could easily run a couple $1 billion market cap value and then dump. And still, that's going to be crazy to think about. So great point, Barry. Great point. Kay, what's going on with you, man? What is up? Welcome back to the show, man. Appreciate seeing you here. Let's see. Crypto World said, market demand. Saitama has its potential. You got it, my friend. You got it. Let's see. Cashflow said Cliff. Cliff's another one, man. Cliff is another one. I missed the bus with Cliff. You know, I went into Shinja. If I had the funds, I would have got Shinja. I would have got Cliff. I want to buy into Guzzler as well. Like, man, I just need the funds. But that's where these cryptos come in, man. When these plays start hitting and I have more buying power to diversify, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Kay said, Saitama can only burn 2 or 3 zeros until the whole crypto market cap goes up. And man, I'm going to be honest, 2 or 3 zeros, that is amazing as it is. Yo, that's 100 to 1,000x right there. Like, that is already amazing as it is. If that was to happen, like, if we killed 2 zeros, man, I'd be so happy right now. Like, I'd be so happy right now, man. That's millionaire status. That's just at 2 more zeros. That's amazing, man. Let's see. Philip said, Jazz billionaire in 10 years. Yeah. Let's see what the future has in store, man. I don't know what I'll do with all that, man, because I'm naturally I wouldn't say modest living. I'm more like a minimalist in a sense, you know? So I don't know what I'll do with all that money, man, to be honest with you. Welcome back to the show, Jill. She said, hey, Jazz, hope you and your family had a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. I hope you did as well. Welcome back. Barry said, Hyperburn, Bitmart buyback, and Qcoin, Coinbase, and Binance, 3 zeros minimum will be gone. And that is very believable because remember, guys, what made Shiba have such a rowdy pump that it had back in May? It got listed on crypto.com and Binance within the same time frame, and it was shot from like 7 zeros all the way up to 4 zeros. And then when it came down and all the rich people sold off, it dropped and hit support at 5 zeros. Never fell below 5 zeros. It stayed in 5 zeros until it started going back up again. So imagine, guys, we hit up to 4 zeros on our big pump. You know, all the big whales sell off. They drop us down, and our new support is in the 5 zeros range. That'd be some insane stuff, man. That'd be some insane stuff. And let's see real quick, man. Just a reminder, guys, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. I truly appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, please hit the thumbs up and like. Well, liking, that's the same thing. Sorry. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let's get that little ding going on. So when I go on a stream again, when I drop some quick content, you guys get the first dib notification bell. You know what it is, guys. I really appreciate that support. Really do. Let me keep catching up right here, man. Here we go. Christopher came in and asked, what happened to Mononoke? Well, from last I checked, Mononoke is they're still working on their game. I believe the developer himself said about 2 days ago that they're wrapping up the back testing and whatnot to release the game beta that they've been working on. They released game preview, but it pretty much was a copy of the exact same game preview that we saw back in October. And a lot of people weren't happy with that. It was just like 15 seconds longer. That was it. I sold my Mononoke for Shinja. And then when my Shinja flipped, when we hit $1 billion market cap, I flipped that Shinja back into Saitama when we were down into like the low 4s, high 3 range around there. Let's see. Yo, I'm saying, K, listen. When I really plan on starting to touch some Saitama profits, like for real, touch some profits, is when we hit 5 zeros. And even then, man, I think I'll take enough out just to get my own place to start off with, man. Move out of this city, this hectic Miami city, probably more Central Florida, get myself established, very minimalist manner so I can have more money to put back in. Maybe I'll buy more Saitama when it pulls back down, when we hit the 5 zeros. Probably throw into other, well, who knows what coins will be out by then either, you know? Throw a couple grand into that coin, a couple grand into that coin, quick 10x, even 50x, make that money back. Now I got more years worth of rent saved up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be so beautiful, man. And we're close. We're close. We're not that far, even from seeing 5 zeros. Realistically speaking, we are not that far with the burn mechanism. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, guys, if you guys are better at math than I am, I believe that we can be at 5 zeros with the burn that we have right now, because I will only put us at about a $50 billion market cap, I believe. I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I'm open to it. I think a $50 billion market cap to hit 5 zeros in Saitama. And honestly, for an all-time high, that is not impossible, because Doge hit about 90-something billion dollars. I think Shiba at its best, when it almost hit 3 zeros, was at a 90-something billion dollar market cap as well. All we're asking for is just half of that. Give us 50 billion and we up in 5 zeros. Like, that's amazing. Whoever's holding at least 100 billion tokens of Saitama at 5 zeros, you are officially worth 6 figures. You are in the 6-figure club. So yeah, man. January will be big for Saitama. I didn't see that happening, man. When I saw that the audit was complete, I was at work and I'm just checking on Twitter. I'm like, the audit is done? There is no way. That thing went from 95%. It was stuck at 95%. I'm here thinking these guys took a holiday break, so we're not seeing that thing change until after New Year's. Then they hit us on Christmas Day. Boom, 100% completion. Audit's done, guys. Merry Christmas, right? Like, dang, okay, Certic. Certic shut me up, that's for sure. Crypto World as well, he said 2 zeros and he's set for retirement. And isn't that crazy, guys? All it takes is just one coin that we're invested in. And that's not including all the other coins that I'm sure a lot of us are diversified in. We're just talking about this one coin just to kill 2 more zeros. Just kill 2 more zeros. And that's it. Majority of us are set. Like, we are set. Whatever job you want to quit, you can successfully walk away from there, have money reserved to last you for X amount of months or even years to do whatever you want to do and not have to clock back into a job again, and still have a more than sizable amount of a bag left over for Saitama when it starts to amplify itself and get even bigger and starts coming after the big boy prices, like 4 zeros, then eventually maybe even 3 zeros, like it's crazy, guys. It's really, really crazy. Let's see. That was a good question right there, Horse Soldier. I want to see what Kay thinks of this. Let's see. He said, we got to pray that Saitamask is good. If that is good, we're going to burn 1 zero. We will burn another once we get on exchanges. Great analogy. Great analogy. I agree with Kay. Saitamask, the release, the hype, the FOMO, that'll be enough to get us back into the 6 zeros range. But to see something get crazier than that, the exchanges will definitely give us that leg up that we need to make it happen. So I agree with you on that one for sure. Chanel, welcome to the show. She asked, what do I think of Dogelon? I like Dogelon. I'm not holding Dogelon. I had an old coworker that was always adding his Dogelon position. And every week he was adding, every paycheck he was adding. And I said, bro, you should try and hit at least 1 billion Dogelon on your crypto.com and just leave that 1 billion there. See how much that'll be worth in like 3 years. Imagine. Yeah, I think Dogelon has potential too. And I told him, try to hit 1 billion on that. I'm not holding because my money's already tied into all these, ERC20 tokens. You know what I mean? Which is only like 3 or 4 I'm holding all together, man. I really minimize my portfolio to really focus on the ones that I truly believe in, not just chasing after a quick pump. So, except for Wolverino. I am waiting for a quick pump on Wolverino so then I can take that profit and then, channel it back into one of these major coins that we really focusing on right now. Barry said, just think, when people start moving their coins to Saitamask, holder counts about to shoot up crazy, which will create FOMO. Yeah, yeah, man. And that's going to start catching the attention of the big wallets, the big whales. And they're going to say, oh, snap, why are everybody using this Saitamask for? Okay, dang. So we won't have a Bitmart situation happen. Maybe I should buy into this. You never know. It really could happen that way. Kay says, seems like every token has catalyst. If you time it right, you can make millions. Absolutely, my friend. That's all it is. It's about timing and selecting the right token. That's literally what it comes down to. That's literally what it comes down to. Timing it and the right token that you're timing. That's literally it. And obviously, by timing it, it means getting in as early as you can. But that also comes with the highest amount of risk because you don't know if that's going to be a rug pull. Who knows? It's a chance you take. You don't put more than you're willing to lose. And that's what it is, man. Let's see. Ted said, Jazzy here, give us an update on Saitama a day after Christmas. He's the real MVP. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. I actually wanted to hop on the stream last night to talk about this, but I got out of work and then, family had some dinner left over for me. So I stopped by, caught up with them for a little bit. And before you know it, it was like 11 something at night already. I was like, it's too late to do a stream. I'll just wait till today to do one when I come home from work. So I appreciate that, man. Thank you for being in here. Yup. Kay said, I hope everybody here gets this money because the US dollar is going to crap. Absolutely is, guys. I mean, think about it. The biggest difference when people ask, oh, what's so important about crypto compared to the US dollar? Well, it's simple. I mean, the US dollar, as the years go on, it's losing its value because I don't think there's like an actual cap on the supply of how much money is out there and being printed. They just print it whenever they need. But with cryptos, a lot of these coins, at least the like Bitcoins and the Ethereums, they do have a cap. I think, does Ethereum have a cap? I'm not sure, but for the most part, it's a capped supply that is appreciating in value. And that is the biggest difference between cryptocurrency and the US dollar. So I wouldn't be, I was saying this to my coworker earlier today. I said, I wouldn't be surprised if about 20 years from now, maybe even less than that, the average thing is to get by, you're using Apple Pay, but you're using Apple Pay to pay out your crypto wallet, whether you're paying in Bitcoin, whether you're paying in Ethereum, whether you're paying in Solana, just to do everyday transactional purchases like at the vending machine, buying some lunch for the day, doing loans. How much ETH will it cost for you to get this loan? Like, it can be so crazy of how the future could turn out when crypto really starts to get out of the infancy stage that it's currently in. Super crazy, man. Big world ahead of us. Maxwell said, waiting for Katsumi and Lily. Hey, man, a lot of us are waiting for Lily, man. I want to see what that's going to be like when it first comes out. After watching that AMA and what they stand for and being the first of its kind to be the crypto that goes into the medical industry, that already caught my attention. That I like investing in coins that they have ideas that have not been like imitated yet, or I mean, everything's been imitated at least once, but like they're giving their own twist that you haven't seen the next developer do. That's what I like to invest in. Like Yeti, that's why I'm into Yeti for that. They're getting into fitness. I want to get into Lily because you're getting into the medical. I got into Klee because to me, Klee was the first of its kind to come up with this like play to earn features going on and where the coin represents just the gaming community. So Klee, and then Saitama coming after everything. So obviously I got to have Saitama too. So that's like, as I start to learn more about the crypto space in general, the more I start to narrow my search and become more clear about where I want to be throwing my darts. Because at first, after Dogecoin, when I first learned about crypto, I was like, man, I'm going to throw in anything and hope I get lucky. Luckily I didn't get burned too bad off of that. I kind of like timed the markets in certain ways and said, dang, this is not going good. Let me take these profits and move them over here and see what happens there. And then my money starts going back up, and I'm like, oh, okay, that was a close one. Like, that's how it's been for me, man. So that's why now I just be slowing it down, looking into what I really believe in and putting my money into that. Jill said, I'm looking forward, Jazz, to living my best life with Saitama. I think about it every single day. In fact, just before the stream, I was literally just condo shopping, is looking at different rent prices and stuff like that, looking at different locations and stuff, looking at if I pull out this much Saitama at this price, I'll have this much money after taxes, and that can afford me payments for this many months, like things like that. That's just what I be doing. So I'm on the same boat as you. There you go. Hello, future millionaires. How was your Christmas? Yeah, man. I mean, my Christmas was just spent working. And that was another thing I wanted to vent about yesterday, too, man. It's just the fact of having to work during the holiday. I had to work overnight on Thanksgiving, and then I had to work a double on Christmas Day. Like, they got me for both holidays of the year, man. And I'm just thinking to myself, man, if only these cryptos already would have hit the marks I want them to hit, I wouldn't have had to do any of that, you know? Because when you just living off like cryptos and living off your own passive income, you run the show. You call the shots of how your schedule goes and what you do on a day-to-day basis. So I'm like, man, I know this time next year, Saitama gonna be in a whole different space. All the cryptos are gonna be in an entirely different space. So I'm pretty sure this was my last year ever having to work during the holidays. And I'm putting that out there, speaking it into existence, hoping the universe gonna circle it back to me and we get to see it, and you guys get to see it as well come to fruition going into 2022. Little things like that, man. Oh, Horse Soldier. Yeah, bro. I'm holding Klee. Trust me, man. I love Klee, man. I'm holding 2.5 trillion right now of Klee. I am hodling that bad boy. Because anyhow that thing gets to where Saitama's at right now, man, that's all I need to see. That's all. And who knows, man? I might see Klee hit where Saitama is at right now. Maybe I leave it in there. Maybe I pull half of it out and then throw it into Saitama. Because who knows how much Saitama I can get. Because that'll be like almost like 6 figures worth of Saitama being purchased at whenever time it'll take for Klee to get to where Saitama's at right now. Just saying. I'm just saying. That means the passive income will never be running out, man. It will never be running. It'll be just an ongoing cycle of money coming in. Barry said 2022 Jazz will quit and do YouTube full time. Oh man, you know it, man. That's actually a dream of mine. That is such a dream of mine, Barry. Let me tell you. Just the other day, I was off, man, and I woke up. I'm just playing my music, just sitting outside, enjoying the nice, cool air. And I'm like, man, and I'm just catching up on, because I watch a lot of other crypto YouTubers. That's all I do in my spare time, man. I shout out to like Rodney, shout out to Adam Shelton, shout out to all them people, man. I be watching Jay Gagan, I be watching some Your Pop, Austin Hilton, and all those guys, especially Yon World. I love watching Yon World. Shout out to him as well. And, I watch them and I'm like, dang, it gives me motivation to want to just go and just start doing more YouTube videos. But it's like, dang, why can't it be like that every day where I just wake up, I have a very relaxed flow, wake up on my own time, make my breakfast, getting some outside fresh air, think of some topics to talk about, go inside. I have my own studio set up at that point, hop on the stream, chop it up with everybody. We talk about new projects we're getting into, the current projects that we're holding, what we're doing with that money. That's what I want to do on a day-to-day basis, man. Not, dang, I got to try and squeeze in time to do this video or squeeze in time to do this stream because I know I got to be at work by this time and I got to do this and that. Man, I hate all that, man. So you're right, Barry. Let's speak it into existence, my brother, man. 2022, let's see, man. Life can finally be how I want it to be for all these years, man. Crypto World said, do I think Saitama will reach 300,000 holders by the end of the year? Let me look at where we are right now with the exact holder count. Wow, 292. Oh, man. Dang, that's a tough one, man. That is a tough one. But let's see, though. Let's say, because we're only like 7,600 holders away from 300,000. So growing at like let's say at least 1,000 holders a day, and that's being conservative. I know we grow more than that, but let's say 1,000 holders each day from this point on, and there's about like 5 days left in the year. Well, after today it'll be like 4 days, I guess. We might end the year at like 298, 299. It'd be real nice to hit 300,000 by New Year's, though. It'd be real nice to see that. Imagine 300,000 holders before Binance listing. before any major listings. Like, let's see. Yeah, Christine, Klekai is so cool. Like, it's to me, Klekai is what started this whole trend of all these new coins coming out saying, oh, we got a play to earn game coming out. Oh, we got this play to earn coming out. Klekai was the one that started that back in May. And so when I saw that all these newer coins were following the trend that Klee was setting, and then Klee came and established a partnership with esports as just the beginning of what they plan on doing, I was only holding 500 billion at that time. But when I saw that, I'm like, okay, now I got to be up in the trillions, man. And on top of that, it's the same total supply that Saitama started with. That's another thing that gave it away to me. I'm like, dang, I wasn't able to get me trillions of Saitama, but I could at least get me trillions of Klekai. So that's really what got me bullish on that. Christopher said Ethereum is deflationary now. Oh, awesome. Thanks for answering that for me, man. Dante said, will Saitama hit 3 zeros on the one? We answered that earlier. My man Philip predicts by 2025, and that's with the hyper burn. That's with Saitamask running the game at this point. Everybody knows Saitamask by that point. And when it gets to that level inside a city, in the Saitaverse, inside a shop, and everything Saita, and the blockchain as well, and with the hyper burns on top of all of that, then yeah, I think middle of this decade, 3 zeros don't sound too far-fetched. It won't. With this supply, yeah, it does. But down the road, I don't think it's far-fetched. But imagine we'll be like, we'll be filthy rich, man. Like at that point. My man Denver, welcome back to the show, man. He said, level-headed thinking, young man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Jim, welcome to the show. He said, good afternoon. How do you think the interest rate hikes will affect Saitama's price in 2022? I'm not sure. I can't answer that for you, man. I don't know. I don't think it'll be a huge effect, though, at least in a negative manner when it comes to Saitama. Because the way I look at Saitama is that it's kind of becoming its own standalone complex. But that's just my opinion on how I'm viewing the coin based off of like how it's been looking. So yeah, man, I wish I knew more about that to answer your question, but I really don't, man. Let's see. Jill said, Jazz, your days of work is coming to an end very soon. Thank you, so guys. I appreciate all of the positive affirmations being put out there because I feel it's coming soon. That's why I've been planning on what I'm going to do once it comes and what moves to make to keep that income coming in. And we just got to play it out, man. If that's what the Lord has in store, then that's what he has in store. And I just got to be prepared for it. So thank you guys for your affirmations. We are all, if you guys are still working and you're also invested, all of our time is coming. And it's going to be sooner than we think. I was telling my friend the other day, I was like, that whole coin market cap glitch, I think that was for a reason. Like that was just to show a glimpse of, hey, if you keep holding long enough or keep, messing with these cryptos long enough, this is the potential of what you can actually wake up and see one day on your wallet. Because it's happened to people, people put money into a coin they forgot about. A few years later, they check their account and they see like all these millions sitting there like, what? It happens. So that could very well have been its own affirmation rather than just a glitch. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to dig a little deep. That's all. Gary said he's going all in on TARP. Ooh, you going all in, buddy? Hey, man. If you're comfortable with doing that, then go for it. Not financial advice, but if you're comfortable with doing that and you really believe in that, go for it. I haven't heard anything bad about TARP. I've only heard good things about TARP. Like I said, I don't have money in TARP because I don't have the funds for it. That's really the truth. Crypto World said Doge is the first coin that got me into crypto. You and I both, my friend. He said he left stocks after only making $200 profit. Yeah, man. Oh, sorry about that. But think about it, the gains that people make in stocks. We're seeing that with crypto in a way shorter time span, Now, at the same time being fair, we lose a lot more than you lose in stocks at a way quicker time span too. But if you learn how the game goes, time things correctly, and play your cards right, it could be more beneficial than a con. So I think you made the right choice, man, of moving over into crypto versus stocks. Horse Soldier said that's the same thing I say, bro. This is gonna be my last deployment. Wow, since all my crypto are gonna hit hard and retire me. Manifested, my friend. Manifested. That is gonna be your last deployment. This time next holidays, you'll be with your family and enjoying all the wealth that you're sitting on and the gifts that you got them because of all that wealth, that it was just like just a chip off your shoulder. You didn't even feel spending that much on them, but you spent that much. That's what we want to have, guys. That's what we're aiming for. Kay in the building. What's up, Kay? Welcome back. She said holding 1 trillion of CLE. That's I think that's a very, very wise decision. At least holding 1 trillion, guys. I wouldn't be so bent on holding 1 trillion if it didn't have the same total supply as Saitama, but it does, man. And I remember the summer of the people talking about Saitama and buying these trillions of Saitama for dirt cheap. I think it was like $1,000, almost $1,000 for 1 trillion. I remember at one point it was like about, when I tried to put it in the Uniswap, it said like $800 something plus fees for 1 trillion. I'm like, oh, that's too much. I'll buy light, man. I'll buy a light couple billion. I wish I would have bought the trillions, man, because right now would have been a whole different atmosphere. So I'm not making that mistake with Klekai. You said it, Philip. Klee will blow up soon. Klee is like in its resting phase. It's just building right now. It's under the radar. And so that's the best time to buy projects that stood the test of time. I mean, this coin came out in May, Klekai, and it's still holding the line. It's sitting at 9 zeros right now. All-time high was in 8 zeros. It's back down to 9 zeros, but it's still holding and gradually increasing in holders. And there's still new things being thrown out about it. The game is super fun. Like, the game is super fun. And now you can make up to $8 a day playing it if you're really good and get the highest scores you can get every day. That's a great start. It's only $8 a day now because the coin is so low. But imagine when it goes up in value. Man, that's going to be some nice money to have just playing a crypto video game. That's how I look at it. Let's see. Kay said, you and your pop have the same genuine energy. I love it. Thank you so much. You know, I got this all from your pop, but like your pop, he has real genuine enthusiasm for Shiba. And the genuine enthusiasm that he has for Shiba is like what I have for Saitama. And obviously because he's holding, I think he was last holding in like a 500 something million Shiba coin. And I'm like, dang, this guy gonna be set. He gonna be set. But he possibly could make more money on Saitama, you know, because he was holding almost 3 trillion of Saitama. I don't know if he sold the bag, if he's still holding. I don't know, but your pop's a great guy nonetheless. And his content is so genuine because he actually believes in what he's talking about. Like, you see it in his face, you hear the conviction in his voice. I remember one time when Shiba was first dropping in price because Shiba Swap came out and it didn't do all that what everyone was expecting. The man slammed his fist on the table. He was like, ugh. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, guys. I was like, yo, your pop is the man. Like, he believes in what he talks about. He stands with his word. So thank you. That's a huge compliment. I appreciate that. Ted said, I sold my Clee, but gonna buy into it again. Hey, man, yeah, man. This is a great time to buy into Clee. It's super cheap, guys. Like, I mean, not financial advice. Please do your own research. Don't just do it because I'm telling you to do it. You know, I don't want to be that person now. But my 2.5 trillion is only worth like maybe 500 something bucks right now. It's super cheap, super cheap. I wish I could go back in time when Saitama was literally the same price for 2.5 trillion, just 500 bucks. I wish, but we can't go back in time. We can only go back up of what is given to us, you know. Barry said, if new investors are making money, it will bring many more. Yeah, it definitely will. If they're making money, it's gonna bring many more. Yep. Perilous Times, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Oh, Christina, I appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, it's just when you genuinely believe in something that you're relying on to change your life, like, that's a big gamble, but you don't take that gamble unless you believe in it. I guess it shows on camera. So I really appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Love to be on the stream with your pop one day. Woo, what's that? More affirmations? More affirmations? Let's see. Kay said, I hate this shill, but Sandbox and Decentraland are the only tokens that keep his portfolio up. Metaverse, guys. Yo, that is not a shill, my friend. That is pure facts you just said, bro. Metaverse is it, man. That is where things are going into. I'm just waiting until I have better profits that I can put into those coins because I'm pretty late to the game, But yeah, like I'll look at Metaverse as like stocks to me, like this is the new thing. This is what's going to be taking over. That and crypto working hand in hand. That's the future. So that is not a show, my friend. That is great advice. Carlos, welcome to the show, man. Merry Christmas to you too. Merry late Christmas. I appreciate you for being here, man. Dante asks, will I be investing in Impact XP? Love your videos, future millionaire. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I might. I don't see anything wrong with Impact XP. I don't see anything wrong right now with TARP, none of those coins. I just need to have more of a free bag to just splurge a bit, and then I can buy a bit of everything. But right now, since I'm very limited in what I'm making, I got to just kind of pick carefully of what I feel like would work the best for me personally in the mid to long haul. You know what I mean? Let's see. Another one. Barry picked up some Shaman. That's another one. See, there's so much projects out there, man. So much projects out there. Yeah, I appreciate the love, guys. I appreciate the love. I love it. I mean, that's what it's all about. Claiming the balance in my wallet when that glitch happened. Yeah, that's literally what I was doing too. And I'll be honest, even if it's 10% of what my glitch wallet looks like, I'm still going to be more than grateful. That would be like $12 million. Like, that's more than enough. That's enough to have me and my life set and people in my life. That's enough for my kids' lives whenever they're born to be set. And God, I pray that they're smart with that money left over so then their kids can be set too. So yeah, I'm manifesting the same thing as well. Benny, welcome to the show, man. He said, yep, I'm trying to take all my money from the stock market. With the market crashing, I'm down $6,500. Don't you worry, my friend. Don't you worry. Crypto got you. The crypto community, we got you. Absolutely, Kay. Get an emergency fund and the rest invest. That's exactly what I got. At least a few months worth of emergencies saved up. I wanted to have, in fact, the only reason why I got into crypto, guys, here's a fun fact. It wasn't to get rich. It was just to to double what was in my emergency funds. That was the only reason why I got into crypto. I was like, man, if I could at least make a couple $1,000s by the end of the year, I'll be straight. And man, lo and behold, we made way more than that. I did not think that I would really get into this, but here we are today. But great advice, because that way you don't want to be putting things at risk when you're doing these investments. Yes, these cryptos can change your lives, but we got to remember that these things take time as well. And with the new thing that's spreading around everywhere, we don't know what the future holds. So it's going to have that emergency fund sitting there too. Ooh, yes, Horse Soldier. Thank you so much for that positive message, man. He said, wishing all of you love, wealth, and health. May all of your dreams and wishes come true. Y'all stay safe. Klee, Shib, Saitama, and Dogeline, man. Those are all great investments too, man. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a great one. Yeah, those are all great investments. I really think so. Even if I'm not holding all of them, I think they're still great. Let's see. Holding your SHIB. Yeah, I mean, hey, I told my girlfriend, don't let go of her SHIB either. I think SHIB is still a great project. Is that I just had to take advantage of, when I saw Saitama dip so low, I had to just take advantage and think, dang, okay, how much money am I going to have of SHIB at 1 cent versus Saitama at SHIB's price? No, let me go throw it into Saitama. I had to. I just said it was risky, but I believe in this thing. But yeah, SHIB is still going to be good. SHIB is still going to be good. I do not doubt it one bit. Even though I'm not holding it, I'm not bashing the project. It's still a great project. I believe so. They got so much more up their sleeve. I think supposedly Shaitoshi might be doing his very first AMA as well. And I think that's going to do heavily for the SHIB price because that's new. No one even knows how he sounds like. So he does that. That's going to be great. That's going to be great. So all the SHIB holders, guys, the time is coming as well. The time is coming. Case said made a little off of SHIB and went into the metaverse. Smart move, man. Smart move. That's a great thing to get into. I'm still new to the metaverse, so I don't know exactly what coins to be putting my money into in particular. I had it in the index, but I put the index funds into Yeti coin because I know I'm going to make way more with Yeti, and I could come back and put a few grand into the metaverse index. That'll be way better. Jazz and Rodney going to be big on YouTube soon. Just happy to see you guys grow. I appreciate that, man. Yo, Rodney he's a great guy. He's a great content creator, actually. I was just watching this video before doing this stream too, and I was in his stream, if you guys saw, and I told him, like, yo, man, we got to do a collab one of these days, man. I would love to be doing collabs almost every night with different YouTubers. It's just that my schedule working at the airport, it's so all over the place that it could very well happen where I say, okay, a stream at this time, I'll send you the link at this time, be ready, and then I get a flight delay, and I end up being 2 hours late. And I don't want to be that guy because I take myself very serious when it comes to time and punctuation. So that's why it's more so like we're just going to have to let the ball go as it goes. But yeah, I would love to collab with Rodney soon. He's a great person, man. Great, smart guy too. He's not afraid to go against the grain. Even when, Saitama, we were all champion Saitama, he was pointing out certain things in Saitama that I thought were also important to point out. Some people thought he was fudding, but he was actually doing his part, speaking his mind, man. So big props to my crypto journeys, man. Salute to him. Let's see. What, Christine? Oh my gosh. If you do that and reach out to Pop, oh my gosh. I think you'll see me fanboying on the camera because I was watching your Pop religiously. It's your Pop of how I learned how to even be a crypto YouTuber, like how to talk. I watched back in when he was doing stock videos a year ago, when he was like, your Pop talks your stocks. And then it slowly transitioned into talking about SHIB. And then, oh man, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. Too much. Welcome back to the show, man. He said, hey, Jazz, like you at work at night, Saitama will change the game for us. Yo, it will, man. It will. And luckily, I don't work night shifts anymore. I just work day shifts now. Thank the Lord. That's why I could be on these streams. Because at night shifts, I would have been just going into my shift like an hour before this time right now. It'd have been horrible. A big mess. What do I think of Shirio? I think Shirio was great. I love the whole NFT card concept that they have going on. Although I'm not that much knowledgeable on NFTs yet, I do got my best friend who's very knowledgeable on NFTs. And one of my friends that we went to high school with, he bought an NFT for like a few $100s, and the man made $30K off the NFT. I don't know if he sold it yet, but it was worth $30K in Ethereum. So, I think that'd be a cool episode, maybe, because they're actually friends of mine that I grew up with in school, and we all lived in the same area. Maybe I should get them on a stream, and they could, put me and you guys on game with how they scout NFTs and stuff like that. I mean, that's a good idea, man. That's a good idea. I'm sorry I went off topic about the Shirio, but yeah. Jay Ramirez, welcome back to the show, man. He said people cannot beep and hold, man. Paper hands. That's why we can't have nice things. Yeah, man. I mean, that's how it goes. Some paper hands, I try to understand their perspective of selling and being realistic. If I was holding a big bag of Saitama from the summer, I'd be taking profits too. There's nothing wrong with that. I wouldn't dump the whole bag as type greedy now for all the other ones that want to get in and eat. But unfortunately, not a lot of people in this world think about the well-beings of other people, so it is what it is. But I agree with you, man. I agree with you. But with time, paper hands will get wrecked and the diamond hands will shine. With time. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate that too, Christine. Thank you thank you for that. That would be awesome. Your Pop is the man. Perilous Times asked, let me count those zeros. 5 zeros and a 5 in 2022. Who's that? That sounds accurate. Perilous Times, that sounds accurate. 5 zeros and a 5 in 2022. I can see us hitting that even literally like 11 months from now, 12 months from now, like this time next year time frame. That'd be awesome for the holidays. Imagine, hitting that by holidays. Let's see. The ball is in Russ's court and the Saitama development team. The whole phase of ideas of what's to come and this and that, we're shifting away from that, and now we're getting into the actual reality. Now we're getting into the tangibleness of these ideas. Okay, we got the app coming out now. It all is in their court. if they play these cards correctly, I can see us hitting that price this time next year, maybe even before that. I hope before that. Oh man. Oh man, I'd hope by summer we could hit that price, man. I would love to see us hit that by summer. Adult Vans, what's up, man? Welcome back to the show. I haven't seen you in these chats in a while. Hope everything's been going good. Big Poppy said we can kill 2 zeros for sure next year. Yeah, we really could. We really could. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we do, man. I wouldn't be surprised, even with the supply that we have right now. And the supply is going to be getting smaller with the utility. It's just, it's a lot coming out, guys. It's a lot coming out. It's a lot in store, guys. But, yo, we're going to make things happen. We're going to make things happen. I don't doubt it. Not a bit. You know, all I'm doing in the meantime as I'm hodling is that I'm just looking at other projects whenever I get my hands on some more money for Ethereum or what I could probably do some trades in to thus up my position with, say, Saitama. That's all I'm really looking at right now. And just seeing how it goes. 215 Smokey, what's up with you, man? I'm doing good. Just chopping it up, doing some speculations like we do best with the community, with the Wolfpack members in here. I think it's going to be great, man. I think it's going to be really good. I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen after the app comes out. You know, are we going to have a sell-off? Are we going to have an initial FOMO run and then a sell-off and then a bounce back? Like, that's all I'm waiting. I know there's going to be some type of speed bump once the app releases. Like, I'm just trying to see, okay, once we pass that speed bump, how far up are we going to go in price? You know, like, are we going to just run all the way through the 6 zeros and get like touching towards 5 zeros, knocking on the 5-0 door? Ooh, it's possible. It's possible. Julius said, we killed one of the 2 zeros already without the mask. That is a great point. We really did. We really did. Let's see. Kay said, I think Ethereum is going to get close to 10 grand next year. I can see that, Kay. I see that happening, man. I see that happening. I mean, we hit like, what, 5 grand? Was it the highest? Or maybe higher? I mean, shoo. Yeah, we could hit there. Jimmy said, Christmas gift. Give us a new token to invest in. Man, my newest token, like I was saying earlier, it's Yeti coin. That's the new one I'm holding, guys. Same total supply as Shiba, currently sitting at 8 zeros. Like, I mean, to me, and it's a fitness related token. Like, is it 8 zeros? Let me make sure. I hope I didn't count wrong on the stream. That'd be embarrassing. Yeah, it's 8 zeros. Okay, we here at 8 zeros. Yeah, we chilling nice, you know. And it's been a steady climb, you know. And I always look at it of how Shiba was in the same supply a year ago and just randomly shot up because of exchange listings, all because of hype. That was it. Not even actual use cases, just hype, and it shot up. Now Shiba got a bunch of use cases, but that's after the initial pump was already set in history. So, man, I'm excited to see where this can go. And being someone that, like I said, guys, if you can get lucky enough to get into a token at least under like $10 million of market cap value or less, like, you're straight. Like, I don't see nothing going wrong, unless, of course, you know, something goes wrong, like a rug pull or something. But this one I don't think is a rug pull. I could be wrong, but I really, in my gut, I don't think it's a rug pull. You know, things seem pretty good. And the move to earn, to me, like, that really has it. Like, that's what got me. I'm like, there is no way these guys are combining fitness into crypto, into the same thing. I've never heard of that, nor have I ever thought of that. Move to earn, like, and that's just the beginning, guys. And it should be an app coming out with it too. Like, that's, yeah, you know where my money's at. And even look, guys, look at the chart. You know, this was the all-time high. I never was in it here. I just bought this week. And we sold heavy all the way down here. But if you look, guys, where we are right now, we're already breaking resistance, which was supposed to be this little candle right over here. And we about to break that and come back. You know, so we already passed our lowest of the lows. I wish I would have bought there. I bought a little bit around here. Once I saw this green candle form right here, I had to feel a little secure. before just dropping money in like that. But it's still young, guys. Not even $5 million in market cap. Woo, my man, too much. Thank you so much, man, for the donation. I appreciate you, man. He said, happy holidays, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for that $10 donation, man. It means a lot. What do I think about JC? JC, I don't know about JC. Let's pull it up. I've heard of JC. Let me see. I've heard of JC, but I don't know much about it. Let me see. This is it. Huh, it's another one. Wasn't this like, I think I saw this like in the trending for Dex tools, actually. That's where I saw the name from. I never actually looked at the coin, but whoa. Let me look in the chart. Whoa. Man, that's something right here, man. Shoosh. Let's see how much zeros we got over here, man. We got 9 zeros, I believe. 9 zeros and a 3. It's around Klikai's price. Market cap at 13.9 million. And total supply, I wish they wouldn't have done these commas. It makes it harder for me to count. 100 and that's a 100 something. It's 100 something total supply. That's too much zeros for me to count right now, man. 9 zeros, $13.9 million market cap. All you see in the price action, just a bunch of buys coming after a bunch of sells, man. I don't know. I don't know much about JC. What does JC have going on? And why is Saitama moving down even? Why are people selling off right now? Come on, guys. Look at this. Look at this, guys. 4 Ethereum sold. Another 4 Ethereum. Another 4 Are these the same? It's different wallets apparently selling 4 Ethereum. They gotta be playing. Look at this one right here. Oh, what are we seeing here in the Dex tools? Wait a minute. 1.74 is sold in Ethereum, and then another 1.74 exactly sold from, it looks like the same wallet on Saitama. What is going on? 7.8 Ethereum sold. Dang. You got a 12 Ethereum purchase there, though. Dang, man. People just really treating Saitama still as a pump and dump. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. TARP is a good token too. Yeah, I'm gonna go pull up TARP as well. I'm gonna pull up TARP right now. Let's go look at that. That's a good project too. I like how they've been performing so far. I gotta put out the whole name totally. Rug pull. Is that how it work? All right. Can it find me TARP? Can I just type TARP and it just pops it for me? What do you mean no results found? All right. Fine. I guess not. Guess we can't pull it up. Looks like a huge flag marking territory. Yeah, it does. Christina's gave you a follow on Twitter, waiting for Pop to get back. Woo! I appreciate that, Christine. Let me go and follow you back right now. Let me hop on this phone. There we go. That would be awesome. Can you imagine your Pop and Jazz Royce live stream? Woo! Chopping it up between the Saitama Wolfpack and the Shib Army combined. Oh, man, listen here. And I think your Pop is not too far from my age either. I think he's probably like 2 years older or something, 2-3 years older. So that'd be real cool to see. Any thoughts on Mongoose? I don't know about Mongoose. I don't know about that project. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's looking real nice. It's looking real nice, man. Right now, I know we see the sales going on, but hey, this is what I always tell people. When we see sell action happening after an initial pump, that's just a tease. That's just to show you what is capable of with this project. And then when it comes down, it's like the universe giving me an opportunity to say, okay, you saw what could have happened. Here's the chance to get in now. Are you going to do it? Like that's what I take it as, you know. And I wish I had more profits right now to be thrown into Saitama. I would. If one of my coins is up right now, I'd easily take another $1,000 out and just throw it into a Saitama just to get more of my position. Hit that 300 billion mark finally. That'd be awesome. Big boy crypto in the building. What is up, man? What's going on with you, bro? Shaw, welcome back. Shaw said, "What do I think about BNV? Is that BNV, is that Bunnyverse? I think Bunnyverse looks pretty cool. Bunnyverse looks pretty. I like the Metaverse stuff, guys. I really think it's cool. I don't know it's because I was a gamer back then. The only reason this initial YouTube channel was created to be a Call of Duty channel. Fun fact, back when I was in high school." So let me see. Let's go look at Bunnyverse. I know I saw Yarn World talking about it too. Along with Kunoichi, guys. That was another one I wanted to buy into. Kuno. I was between Kuno and the Yeti coin. And I just went with Yeti simply because I saw that with Kuno, I'm not sure if they were doxed yet. And I don't know about you guys, but I've seen more than enough rug pulls this last month to just be throwing money into a coin that's not doxed. I'm a little skeptical with that. So I'm like, you know what? Yeti seems to have a good use case going for them too. And they've been around for a month. So yeah, I'll buy into that. And my hair a little messy too. I'm sorry about that, guys. Let me try and tuck it under the headphones and finesse it a bit. There we go. All right, that looks better. Let's see. Hey, thank you, Christine, for the shout out. I appreciate that. Hitting that retweet right now as we speak. There we go. So yeah, guys, like I don't know, man. I'm just really waiting to see where Saitama is going to be at. And not just Saitama, but Kleekai, Yeti, Shiba, all these coins. I want to see where they're going to be at by not Q1, but Q2 of next year. I want to see, will history actually repeat itself and literally go on the exact cycle that we saw happen a year ago? Late 2020, everybody was buying their stuff. Nobody was talking about the stuff they were buying, though. So it was dirt cheap in price, dirt cheap in market cap. They're buying it, though. And then, the new year comes. Yeah, they see a little increase in it, a little jolt. But all the attention was going to GameStop, AMC, Dogecoin. And all eyes were on Doge. People jumped to Shiba. Like the ones that knew ahead, they jumped into Shiba while all eyes were still on Doge. Then Doge had his run. Shiba had his run. And then while people were loading up on Shiba, because then Shiba had the spot after the run, the real investors went and saw Saitama, and they're like, oh, what's this Saitama now? Let me go throw some money into that. So now it's just seeing how the cycle is going and going and going. I realize being 2 to 3 steps ahead of the majority, that is where the real gains come. So I think like that's the name of the game, man. That's what I'm waiting to see. Yes. Yeah, I want to see all cryptos go to the moon. Matter of fact, let's look at some other coins. Let's look at I want to pull it up on Coin Market Cap because it's quicker. I'm not supporting these people. It's just because I got a watch list in here and it's way easier. I'm not supporting them entirely until they fix Saitama's rank. All right, they got to fix that. But it's easier to pull up on here than these other sites. So I didn't even have Shiba on here. Let me go type Shiba. You know what? If I don't even have it on my watch list, so we'll just go type in Shiba on Dexus. All right, let's go type it here. Oh, what in the hell? There we go. Okay. Let's see what Shiba's been up to, guys. And then we could also look at Shinja as well. I know I got a lot of Shinja holders in the chat too. I like Shinja as well. So we'll look at that. Okay. This is right here. Yeah. Shiba's going to blow up. Shiba's going to blow up. I mean, just look at this. Look at this. Just look at this, guys. Look at how it's been moving. Notice I have the 1-day chart. I like to look at everything from the fully zoomed out perspective to know exactly what's going on in the marathon. If you want to see how the sprint's looking, the 200-meter dash, then yeah, you go to the 15-minute candle charts. But you want to see how the marathon is panning out, how the whole Olympics is playing out. For me, I like to zoom out to the 1 day, the 12-hour to the 1 day. This gives me perspective. So when I see sell-offs and stuff, I'm like, oh, you know what? It's not even that bad. I look, Saitama, 1 day. Look at that. See, it don't look that bad now looking at it from this perspective, right? See, from right now, we see a bunch of people selling Saitama, But what it really looks like from the Olympics perspective is that it's just a regular healthy pullback. This big bullish green candle already did enough work for us, and we're having a little bit of retraction. That's all. A little bit of retraction. That's all. So a little bit of impatient puppies. They didn't want to wait to see the app out. And who knows? Maybe they're not even against the coin. They just want to buy back in after dropping the price. I mean, you know how people are. Can't be mad. You know how people are. But look at this. Look at this now. Now we got a bunch of buys coming in for Saitama. We got a bunch of look, another 12 ETH. A bunch of buys coming in, man. Ain't nothing to worry about. Whenever you guys get a little nervous looking at the charts, just zoom out a bit and it'll put everything back in perspective. Shaw said, Darren said 4 zeros and a 5 in February 2022. What's my opinion? Man, you putting me against my boy Darren, but I'll give you guys my honest thought on that though. So what I think about that is I think 4 zeros and a 5 is being very bullish. Realistically speaking, I know that it's going to take a very hefty burn, which it's going to have with the hyper burns and then the blockchain for Saitama. It's possible to happen, but I don't think it'll be as early as February. Personally, I don't think it'll be February. I don't even know if we'll be at 5 zeros in February. I hope I could be wrong about that. I think in February I think we could be past our all-time highs for sure in February, but not that high because, 4 zeros and a 5, that must be like up in the trillions for our market cap. And I know crypto's going to change where trillions won't be a huge deal to get to, but as of right now, I gotta push that a little further back, in my opinion. Too much asked, what happened to Boost? Am I still bullish on it? Man, I got out of Boost when it was at 8 cents. I rode it up to 45 cents. Didn't take any. I bought it at 1 cent. I rode it up to 45 cents. I didn't take any profits. Silly me. It dropped. I'm like, oh, so that's a little correction, man. It's going to come out. It dropped even more. I pulled out at 8 cents. And now the coin dropped back to 1 cent. My friends are still holding it because they're supposed to have a bridge between the new coin that they had come out. It was a Boost coin and Rocket coin, and doing that bridge between BNB and Ethereum and whatever. Apparently that got pushed back to April. So whatever confidence people had in Boost coin, that went out the window. I bought in at $500. I sold for just under $4,000 profit. So obviously it wasn't at the all-time high. It was at like 20-something thousand dollars. I wish I sold there, but I didn't. I sold only at 4K, and I threw that into Saitama and the remainder into Klekai, and I left the rest in Ethereum. That's what I did. And by the rest, I mean like I left like maybe $200 in Ethereum. So most of it went into Saitama. That's what I did with that. Andres said, check out Cliff. Yeah, let's look at Cliff. That's another good one right there, Cliff. Let's see what Cliff has been doing, man. Cliff is something I wanted to buy as well. I saw what happened with Yarn World, how he made a video when he first bought into Cliff, and then like a few days later, he made $300,000. I wish, man. I wish that was me, bro. But yo, that's what I'm saying. Like that's how crypto is, man. Wow, Cliff is looking really good from that 1-day chart. That's looking like a very healthy chart. But look at the market cap though, almost at 100 million. Realistically, like if I was to get into Cliff for like a short, like a swing trade, I'd probably be trying to wait to see if we can do a 10x, like what I did with Shinja. Got in at like $100-something million market cap, sold at $1 billion. But then again, it doesn't have a big supply. It's at 3 zeros and a 1. I mean, dang, what if you hold it until it hits 1 cent? That could be some big gains, especially the ones that are holding like big chunks of Cliff. And how did that blow up so quick anyway? I'm surprised. Like, I don't even know how it blew up that quick. Let's see. Christine said, I've been holding SHIB since May and buying the dips. I've been in profits for a while. That is awesome. I was doing the same. I bought in May and just kept dollar cost averaging. SHIB was the only coin I was really buying, except for that little $100-something of Saitama. I was buying all SHIB from May up until August, and then I sold at profits. It was profits that I sold for sure. And we were about to hit 3 zeros. We didn't hit there. I'm like, oh, this is probably the time where I should hit that sell button because it's downhill from here. I didn't sell all at once though. I took profits like 2-3 times what I put in at the time, which is good enough for me. And then the remainder, when we drop down a little more, that's when I put it into Saitama. But yeah, I think if you're holding SHIB and you've been buying for that long, I was only holding 140 million. If you're holding even more than that, like way more, then I don't see a need to sell your SHIB at all. I think you should just keep holding it because eventually SHIB could in fact hit that 1 cent, maybe even higher. Obviously, it's a big supply right now. But I'm sure Shaitoshi and the others, they already know the big thing we're missing, the biggest catalyst, and it's not Robinhood, it's not this app, it's not it's we need a huge burn for SHIB. Like that's really what it comes down to. I'm sure they're working on that. Ooh, man. So let me go see what's up here, man. So with that being said, my people, hang on. Oh, thank you so much, Christine, for that. Let me go pin that. Let me pin that real quick. Let me go down. Ooh. There we go. Yes. Thank you so much, people. Let's see. Perilous said 4 zeros and a 5, February 2022. Not possible, but I believe in miracles. Yeah, I believe in miracles too. I would love to see that happen, but I can see us hitting like 6. I can see us hitting 6 zeros and a 5 by February. 6 zeros and a 5. That I could see. And that's still decent. That's still really good. Because if we do that by February, then it should not be impossible to hit 5 zeros by the summer. And that's what I see. That's what I see, So with that being said, my folks, I am going to be hopping offline. Thank you so much, guys, for everyone that tuned in. I think I'm actually going to be making a video on Yeti coin too, if you guys want to see that. I'm just going to do a quick breakdown, maybe on their website and why I'm bullish on the project. Just to have some type of new content there, a new coin to talk about as well. So I'm probably going to do that literally right after. I'm probably going to go shower and then come right back to this computer chair and then record that video. So I want to thank each and every one of you guys that came to tune in, guys. Like I said in the title, the audit is complete, but this is still the very beginning, guys, of the whole Saitama journey. All the wolf type members, this is still the beginning. We're still fresh into the game, guys, fresh into the game. So I hope everybody has a great rest of their night. I will be tuning back with you guys very soon. This is Jazz Royce, and like I always say, I will catch each and every one of you guys at the top. And make sure to hit that like button too, guys. Thank you.